"8-Bit Baseball" is on. Today's game features the Marauding Pirates and the Towering Titans. Pirates are 1-1. The Titans are still looking for their first win. Well, both teams are warmed up and have taken the field. It's time for the game to begin. Let's see what action has in store. Rhobes on the hills for the Titans. Fallon leading us off today. The left fielder swings at the first pitch. Strike. No balls. 1 strike to Fallon. Rhobes delivers, and he bats at us. Pitch over the zone. It's hit out into center field very deep, and it bounces just past Taylor, the center fielder, and he's going to be in for a double. What a way to start the game. A lead-off double by Fallon to begin the action here. All right, so Wright, the shortstop, comes up for the Pirates. And he hits that one back to the pitcher, who gloves and throws to first for the out. So 1 down. Runner still at second for right fielder Green. Right fielder Green, still looking for his first hit of the season, and it is going to come right here. That one's going to drop right in, and Betson is not even going to be able to grab that one until he runs it down. And he's now on base. 1 down. Runners at first and second for Evans. And he bats at that one, hits it over, pops it up on the first base side. It's actually the right fielder, Singer, who comes in and makes the catch. So Clark now with runners in second, 2 down. First pitch strike from Rhobes. Across the zone, sweeping pitch. No balls, 1 strike to Clark. Rhobes. And he delivers that. He bats at it, and it's across the zone there, up into center field for a hit. He's loaded the bases. Yeah. Bases loaded single now. Loaded it up. Center fielder, Allen. The pitch is outside, a little bit outside. Ball 1. 1 ball. No strikes to Allen. And that is also a ball. 2 balls. No strikes to Allen. Bases loaded. And he hits that one. He popped him up. He popped him up over on the first base side. Second baseman Norris is rushing in, however. He's under it. And position. Ooh, a little bit of a poor position there with respect to the pitch, but he was able to make the catch. So to the bottom of the first we go. Home team Towering Titans up to bat. Singer, the right fielder, leading us off. He hits it over to the first baseman, Clark, who gloves and just steps on the bag for the out. Perina, the shortstop, then comes up. Saniuk, pitching for the Pirates. He gives him a pitch on the outside of the plate that he swings at, pops him up in the infield. Second baseman Evans is there, and he gloves it for the out. So now Taylor, center fielder, comes up. Saniuk moving through and getting outs. And he popped that one up on the first base side. And Clark, the first baseman, is running out there. He should be able to make the catch in foul territory. Foul territory, and he does. Third out. No runs, no hits, no errors. And now to Dylan for the Marauding Pirates. Rhobes pitching still, of course. And he popped him up. And that pitch is over on the third base side. And that is going to be the first out. Rhobes, the pitch. And that one's hit over onto the right field side, but the second baseman is going to have it. Out. So 2 down now for Saniuk, the pitcher. See if he can get on. Takes the first pitch strike, 88 miles an hour from Rhobes. And the pitch there. The second pitch is going to be outside, 89 miles an hour now, quite well outside the zone, 1-1. And then back inside, he bats at that one, and it's not able to get past the third baseman, Benson, who throws it over to Foster. All right, so the bottom of the frame we go. Home team Titans up. Foster, first baseman, batting. He's batting .714 on the year. He hits a pop-up into left field, and Fallon is there. He's able to gather under it for the first out. So Betson now, the left fielder, comes up. They've got Betson at left field and Benson at third base, not to be confused. He hits that one very hard into left field. Let's see if it's going to be able to get out of the park. It is! That's a home run to begin the scoring. Home run. Home team Titans now up with a lead after the home run. Norris, the second baseman, now batting. He swings at a first pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike to Norris. And then his second pitch is on the inside. Ball, 1 strike to Norris. Saniuk winds and delivers a pitch. That one's over the zone. He swung at that one, and then he hit it first base side foul. Strike 2. 1 ball. 2 strikes to Norris. And the pitch there, he swings at that one. That's dribbles down the first base line. And Clark makes a diving play on the pitch and is able to make the out. Very athletic play by the first baseman there. And now Benson, the third baseman. First pitch is a swinging strike. Had a pitch in the dirt there. No balls. 1 strike to Benson. Saniuk delivers a hard pitch across the zone that he hits back onto the third base side. Dylan is there, however. Gloves it and throws it to Clark for the third out. So now, trailing by 1, the Marauding Pirates come up to bat. Fallon, the left fielder, takes the first pitch and hits it right back up the middle. It gets past Norris and all the way to the center fielder Taylor, who can only just throw it into second because he's on base now with a single. So nobody down. And Wright, the shortstop, up to bat. Runner was in motion there prior to that pitch, or prior to the hit, and that one's popped up over to Perina, the shortstop. Grabs it out there for the first out. So Green, the right fielder, now up, and still a runner at first. He's hit that one out to center field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it will. No, I'm sorry, it will not. And Taylor is able to make that out on the run. He had to really run hard to get that one. And so Evans, the second baseman now, still with a runner at first, but 2 down. And then now he hits that one to Norris. Norris, the second baseman, is able to cover to Perina, the shortstop, covering, and they are out of the frame. Into the bottom now we go. Stroud, the catcher for the Titans, up to bat. Saniuk pitching. Saniuk winds and delivers, and he hits that one out, and it, ooh, wow, Wright was moving quickly and was able to make the catch for the first out. And so the pitcher up, and he hits that one lightly to Dylan, third base. He gloves it and throws it over to Clark for the second out. So Singer, back to the top of the order, the right fielder, Saniuk. He's cruising along here. He's just given up the 1 run, but otherwise he's been pretty good. We've got a bit of a pitcher's duel going on. And that one's fouled back into the stands and became a nightlight with an interesting backstory. So Singer's still up to bat now. No balls, 2 strikes. Saniuk delivers, and he hits that one. It's popped up into the right field side, and it is Green who is there, the right fielder, and he is able to make the catch. So we have retired the frame now, moved to the top of the 4th for the Marauding Pirates. We've got a timeout and a pinch hitter. The Pirates are going to put in Miles in place of Clark. And he's popped up on the infield over to Norris for the first out. So we've got a substitution there. And the center fielder now. Oh, he's got a great hit that drops beyond a diving Benson for a single there. So Dylan now comes up. Wow. So with a runner at first, and he swats at a pitch, hits it over on the third base side. It's a foul ball. Runner at first, no balls, 1 strike to Dylan, the third baseman. And there was a very nice pitch, a lot of motion on that one, but it missed the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. And then back over the zone with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dylan. And then back on the outside edge, he struck him out! Dylan is struck out! And so Bonsai comes up, and he pops up over to Norris, second baseman. Kind of shallow right field, kind of in between there. And that will retire the side. So the Titans now up to bat. Home team with just that 1-0 lead. Perina going to lead us off. Shortstop. And he takes the first pitch. Ball, 88 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike to Perina. Saniuk winds and delivers. And he's hits it hard. It's popped up, but it's in foul territory into the stands, into the outfield stands. Probably made a beer shower. Perina, shortstop, still up to bat. Saniuk, 1-1 the count, delivers a strike, 88 miles an hour, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Saniuk now. Nobody down, bottom of the 4th, and he hits that one very lightly, and Clark is able to rush over and grab it and then tag first base for the out. Taylor, the center fielder, up, and he bats at the first pitch there into center field, and Allen is able to move under it and make the catch. Kind of a line drive there. So Foster now back up to bat, the leadoff man. And he is, the cleanup hitter, the first baseman. And Foster batting .625 on the year. And now 2 balls to Foster, 2 balls, no strikes to Foster. Saniuk, dangerous hitter. And he gives him a strike there, 85. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Foster. Saniuk winds and delivers, and the pitch is in the inside for a strike. So the count is even, 2-2. Foster Saniuk winds, delivers, and the pitch is, it's towards the outside, and he offered it that when he popped him up. And Saniuk is able to move over, gather under it, and he collects the out. So that was quite an at-bat, but the pitcher ending on the better side of that one. So to the top of the fifth we go, Marauding Pirates up to bat. Saniuk, once again now, he is batting, and in this case he's popped up to Farina, the shortstop, and that's our first out. Fallon now, the left fielder, up to bat. First pitch is a ball, and the second pitch is a ball. Rhobes. And the third pitch is a ball. 3 balls, no strikes to Fallon. Rhobes gives him a strike on the inside of the corner there. 69 miles an hour. 3 balls, 1 strike to Fallon. Rhobes. He delivers that one on the outside of the plate, and he's able to hit it back up to center right field. It's actually Singer, the right fielder, who eventually gathers it. And he's got a double. He's on base with a double here in the top of the fifth. So Wright now up to bat with just 1 down, and Fallon out at second base. Hits the first pitch foul, so we've got 0-1 now the count. Shortstop Wright. He swings it down. He's popped up infield. In the infield, and it's the shortstop, Farina. He's under it. So now 2 down. Still a runner at second for Green. Green for the Marauding Pirates. And Rhobes gives him a slow pitch on the just over the plate, but Benson is able to glove it and throws it over for the out. All right, so back to the home team Titans we go, and we are batting this inning, leading it off with Benson, the left fielder. Saniuk gives him a pitch that he takes and hits, pops him up in the infield. It's right. He's able to make the catch there, the shortstop. And then Norris, the second baseman, will come. Saniuk winds and delivers, and he bats at that one. It's hit out to Evans, who throws over to Miller for the second out. And we've got a pitching change in place of Saniuk. Brazier in now for the Marauding Pirates in the bottom of the fifth. And he's able to poke that one right through the shortstop and the third baseman. He's on base. He's on base with a 2-out hit. And so that brings up Stroud, the second baseman. Benson is on first. Stroud is up. Brazier now pitching for the Marauding Pirates, and he delivers a nice pitch there. Swinging strike by Stroud. Count now. No balls. 1 strike to Stroud. And then a pitch inside for a ball. Backs him off the plate a little bit. 1-1 the count. And then a strike back to the inside of the plate. 1 ball. 2 strikes. Brazier winds and delivers. And it's a strikeout. He struck out Stroud. All right, so to the top of the sixth we go. Evans, 4-hole hitter leading us off. He hits a hard ball down the first base line. It's all the way into the corner, and Singer's going to have to chase it down under the 328 marker. He's on base with a double, just standing up there looking like a winner. All right, so Miles now up to bat. And he hits it over to the third baseman, who is able to then throw it back to the first baseman, Foster, for the first out. That leaves a man at second now for Allen. It's just 1 down. Allen swats hard at that one, and there was some weird base running that went on there, and Perino was able to hold him on second and make the throw to first for the out. So now 2 down for Dillon, who takes a swing at the very first pitch there. He's popped up. It's the third baseman, Benson, who's under it, and has it for the out. So after the leadoff double, no offensive damage occurs. Titans back up to bat, nursing a 1-0 lead. Rhobes takes the ball on the outside. Rhobes has pitched a shutout up till now. 1-1. Let's see if the pitcher can get on base. And that's a strike. A very hard swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brazier. Ooh, he hit him. All right, so that is a hit by pitch. And we've got Singer now up. The right fielder, Brazier, gives him a ball. That was pretty close, a strike rather, on the outside. And then he bats at a pitch back towards the middle of the plate that is first base side foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. Brazier to Singer. Delivers a pitch on the inside that he swings at, hits it to the right field side. It's popped up. Green is out there, and he is under it for the out. All right, so Perina now. Runner at first, 1 down. And he bats at that one. It's popped up. That's on the first base side. And Miller is out there under it, and he reaches but makes the catch. So we got 2 down now. Taylor, the center fielder, is up. Brazer gives him a pitch over the middle that he hits back up. It looks like it's going to drop for a hit. Oh, no, it doesn't. Allen is able to shift over at the last second, and he is able to get under it and make the catch. The side is retired. We move to the top of the frame in the 7th inning. Rhobes still on the hill. And that one's hit back. Oh, it's just beyond the reach of a diving Norris. And it's Singer who rushes in, and he does hold the runner at first, but that's a hit. And now we're going to see a pinch runner for Norris there. Hyde coming in. And Brazer, the pitcher, he hits that one back up. Wow, he got a hit, and he advanced the runner. The pitcher looking after his own offensive production there and helping out and getting on base. So we're going to have a relief pitcher. Sider coming in now for the Towering Titans. And he delivers a first pitch ball. Fouling up. Batting a beefy 727. 2 balls after Sider throws that pitch way outside. Runners at first and second. Nobody down. Oh, and that's hit well into left field. Betson is back there, but it's over his head for a home run! Wow. So Fallon takes the lead with 1 swing at the bat. Marauding Pirates now up 3-1. And that's going to be a hit as well. So after the home run, the offensive production doesn't stop. Wright gets on base with a single, nobody down, and Green is now up to bat. And Green has popped up now, and that is going to be the catcher Stroud under it. Sider moves down to cover home. And that's the first one down now, finally, in the top of the 7th. And that one's hit back to the second baseman. That might be a double play. He throws it to second and out to first for the double play. He did complete the double play there. So 3 runs scored on the home run, and Marauding Pirates take the lead on the road. All right, and so we've got a change of player here. And Hyde is going to be taken out at catcher in favor of... Well, let's concentrate on the at-bat. And so that is Foster. And that's over to first for the out. First out. And we've got another substitution here. We were going to have a pinch hitter, Larson. Pace of Betson. And he hits it back up the middle. It's going to be on base for a hit. Yep. Oh, it gets past the center fielder, Allen. Wow. A very poor judge of the line there by Allen, and it's going to get him all the way over. Larson is all the way over on third base. Incredible. Norris now with just 1 down. Norris, the second baseman. He swings at that one. It's hit lightly over to Evans. And the runner has to hold it third. So 2 down now for Benson, the third baseman. And the hit is there. It's over to the third baseman who's able to throw in for the out. So despite threatening, no runs scored there. And we move back to the Marauding Pirates half of the inning. Top of the 8th. Miles up to bat. And he's going to get on base. That's a hit down the third base line. Betson is trying to chase it down, but he's going to get all the way up to second base. It's a leadoff double. So here we go in the 8th. And the hit, that one's hit, but it's on the third base side and it's foul. No balls, 1 strike. Allen, center fielder up. Sider still pitching for the Titans. And that one's hit back up the middle, and it's going to get through. It's a hit, and it is Taylor who has to handle it. Runners at the corners, still a little bit of action on the base pass there, so they throw home in order to shut that down. And then, so Dillon comes up. Nobody down. Runners at the corners. First pitch ball from Sider. 1 ball. No strikes to Dillon. Third baseman. Runners at the corners. Oh, and he takes a hit by pitch. So that puts him on base. And here we go. DeBoer now is the substituted catcher. Okay, and 2 strike. I'm sorry, a ball and a strike to DeBoer. And that's a strike now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to DeBoer. And he struck out. He struck out DeBoer. And we're going to see another pitching change. It's Leone for the Titans. All right, so he's going to bat to Hafesi, who is a pinch hitter. And that one is going to get in! That one's going to get in for an RBI single. Just barely, and there was some poor base running there. They were trying to judge the pop out, but nevertheless, Fallon now up to bat, and he hits that one over, and it's foul ball, third base side, fairly deep. Nothing to play on there. Leone still pitching, or has been brought in to pitch. Lefty side armors in quite a jam here. But no balls, 2 strikes now to Fallon. And that one's way outside. He almost hit him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leone winds and delivers him a pitch right across the middle. He did pop him up, and it's Perina out there, the shortstop, who's going to be able to make the catch on that one. All right, so now we finally got 2 down for Wright, the shortstop. Base is still loaded, and he's popped up, but I think that's going to get down for a hit, and another RBI it is. It's an RBI single, extending the lead. 5-1, Marauding Pirates over the Towering Titans now. Bases loaded. Pitch is outside. That is also going to get down for a single and an RBI, and some very poor defense there by Taylor. Took a terrible track on the ball, and it's going to lead to more runs. Oh, just terrible defense. Yeah, he's all the way onto third base there. That was a 3 RBI hit. All right, so Evans now with an 8-1 lead. And he bats at the first one there, and it is finally Foster, the first baseman, who grabs that one and records the 3rd out after 5 runs are scored. 8-1 lead. All right, let's see who's going to be pitching in the bottom of the 8th for the Pirates. It's Clara. Clara now up to pitch. And Stroud, the catcher, leading us off. Towering Titans catcher Stroud. Ahead on the count, 1-0. And he bats it. That one hits it over third base side, foul. So count now 1-1. Stroud. Clara winds and delivers, and that's batted down the third base line. That's fair, and it's in for a hit. Stroud is able to get onto base, and that's how our inning is going to begin. So now substitution for Leone. It's Waters. Waters is in to pinch it, with nobody down and a runner at first. And quickly behind on the count, 2 balls that are thrown to the inside to Waters. 2-0 to Waters. Clara winds and delivers. And he throws him a strike there. Finally, 2 balls, 1 strike to Waters. Clara gives him a 3rd ball inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Waters holds off on that one and takes a 2nd pitch looking. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Pitch is a strikeout. He struck him out. So Clara with the K. And we've got a pop-up now on the infield. Wright moves over. He's actually kind of almost in shallow center and makes the catch. So 2 down. Perina, the shortstop up. And Clara pitching, and got quite a bit of curve on his pitch there. 1 ball, no strikes to Perina. Strike across the zone. 1-1. Perina, the shortstop, looks at ball on the inside. Well on the inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first. Trailing by 7. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Delivery is across the zone, and he swats at it. Hits it out to the 2nd baseman, who's able to throw it to Wright, the shortstop covering. So here we are, the 9th inning. Pitching change. Nelson in for the Towering Titans. Pitching to Miles. And Miles immediately gets a hit. A single off Nelson. Right back up the middle. Alright, so Allen now up to bat. And takes a first pitch strike from Nelson on the inside of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at first. Leading by 7. No balls, 2 strikes now. Allen, center field. The pitch is swung at, and he struck him out. Alright, so Nelson with the K. And hit down the line, not down the line, but ahead of the first baseman there, and he gets on with a single. So that is a single by Dylan. And a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to DeBoer, the replacement catcher. 2 balls. 3 balls. 3 balls and no strikes to DeBoer. Nelson with runners at first and second. He does give him a pitch across the zone there, and he offers at it. Hits it on the first base side, foul. 3 balls, 1 strike to DeBoer. Runners at first and second, 1 down. And he hits that one, dribbles it first base side. The first baseman throws it to second for the first out, then back to first, but not in time. But there are now 2 down, runners at the corners for Clara. And he does bat at that one, first pitch. It is the third baseman, Benson, who's over and makes the catch for the out. So, last chance for the home team Titans. Taylor will lead us off. Clara looking to shut it down. Oh, and that's a first pitch hit by Foster. Inside, ball 1. And outside, strike 1. 1-1 now. Clara winds and delivers. Pitch is a strike. 1-2 to Foster. 1-2. And outside, so evens it back at 2-2. 2-2 to Foster. Clara. He's a little bit outside, quite a bit outside. 3-2 now. The full count with the runner at first, and across the zone, he swats at it over onto the third base side foul. Still a full count. 3-2. Foster. And he strikes him out! Strikes him out. Clara strikes out Foster. And that's popped up. Miller's out there, and he's got it. So the second out now still with a runner on first. Oh, and Norris hits that one just right back to the first baseman, and he tags the bag for the out. So the game is over. Marauding Pirates win 8-1. Brazzer gets the win, and Rhobes takes the loss. Hope you enjoyed it.